The Devourers had no name for themselves. Names were for creatures that needed identity, and they were beyond such concepts. They were hunger given form, a swarm that stripped worlds to bare rock and moved on. 17 civilizations had fallen to them in 3 centuries. They were evolution's final argument: consume or be consumed. When they entered the Kepler sector, home to 12 young colonies, the galaxy wrote those worlds off. Evacuation ships fled with whoever they could carry. Defense fleets retreated. Everyone knew the truth. You didn't fight the Devourers. You just ran and hoped they ate someone else first. A single ship didn't get the memo. The ESS Hold the Line, a human heavy cruiser on standard patrol, dropped out of hyperspace directly in the Devourer's path. One ship, 300 crew, against a swarm of millions. Captain Roberts, his tactical officer, reported, voice steady despite the odds. The swarm will reach the first colony in 7 hours. An evacuation status? 30% complete. They need another 20 hours minimum. Roberts did the math. One ship buying 20 hours against a force that had consumed armadas. He smiled, the kind of smile that would have terrified anyone who knew human history. Send a message to the swarm, he ordered. Sir, they don't communicate. They don't negotiate. They just... I know what they do, Lieutenant. Send this. You shall not pass. The bridge was silent. Then someone laughed, not from humor, but from recognition. An ancient Earth reference. A declaration that here, now, one would stand against many. The Devourers responded the only way they knew. They attacked. The first wave hit like a tsunami of metal and hunger. 10,000 biomechanical fighters, each capable of stripping a ship in minutes. The Hold the Line responded with something the galaxy had never seen: human defensive doctrine at every weapon fired simultaneously. Not in coordinated patterns, but in calculated chaos. Nuclear mines deployed in seemingly random patterns that became kill boxes. Gravitational pulses that turned the swarm's density against itself. And something else, the ship was broadcasting full power on all frequencies. Music, Ride of the Valkyries, echoing through space. Because if humanity was going to die, they'd do it with a soundtrack. The first wave shattered against the Hold the Line, but the second was already coming. And the third. And the fourth. Hull breach, deck 7. Shields at 30%. Navigation is gone. We're flying manual. Captain Roberts stood on a bridge, sparking with damage. His uniform torn, blood running from a gash on his forehead. How long? We've bought them 3 hours, sir. Not enough. Prep the Dead Man Protocol. The crew froze. Dead Man Protocol was theoretical, turning the ship's reactor into a bomb capable of sterilizing everything in a light-minute radius. It had never been tested because no one was insane enough to try. Sir, the weapons officer said quietly, that'll kill us too. I know. Roberts looked at his crew, 300 souls who'd followed him into hell. Anyone who wants to evacuate. Escape pods are functional. No judgment. But I'm staying. No one moved. Well then, Roberts smiled, genuinely this time, let's teach these bastards why humans are classified as Death Worlders. The Hold the Line stopped defending and started attacking. Not to win, that was impossible, but to hurt. To make the Devourers pay for every meter of space. The ship flew into the heart of the swarm, weapons blazing, hull screaming, crew singing ancient battle songs from 100 Earth nations. The Devourers, for the first time in their existence, hesitated. 18 hours. That's how long one human ship held the line. When the Hold the Line finally detonated, it took 1 million Devourer units with it. The explosion was visible from 3 systems away. But more importantly, it bought time. Every colony evacuated. 12 worlds, 40 million lives, saved by 300 humans who refused to move. The Devourers continued their advance, but something had changed. For the first time, they'd encountered a species that didn't just resist consumption. They made consumption cost more than it was worth. They turned away from human space after that. Not from fear, but from a calculation older than thought. Some prey is too expensive to eat. The memorial at Kepler Station is simple. Here stood the ESS Hold the Line. 300 held against millions. They did not yield. And every year, 40 million souls remember the humans who looked at impossible odds and said, "You shall not pass."